Kind of an interesting thing from Monday Night Football. I guess they were in a hurry with the game and did not have time to do the national anthem. So it's very, very important that we all, as a stadium, stand up and sing the national anthem to show our unity and our Americanship, unless, of course, it cuts into TV time. And then fuck that shit. We got to start the game. Off we go. Do you guys find it odd that we even sing the national anthem before a game?
I do, because unless it's a time of, I know right now it's a time of war, but plenty of times in the 80s and stuff like that, there's peacetime, and I don't understand the correlation.
Well, again, I don't know whether it's just about, I don't even think it's supporting the troops. It's more like an American tradition. But it always was baffling to me. Why only a ball game? Why don't you get up and sing before a movie? Why don't you get up and sing before a play?
Yeah.
Why don't, when you go to dinner, why doesn't everybody, before we serve dinner, we'd now like to sing the national anthem? Why we only do it with a sporting event is a really strange thing. And I kind of feel like there's some branding that went in there, where they go, we'll tie this thing as being as American as apple pie.
Well, the one thing is, that did start, I believe, in World War I. They started playing it at baseball games.
With the Doughboys? Over there, over there. I'd rather sing that, by the way, before the game. But why, when we're playing fucking the Blue Jays, do we have to sit through an EP of national anthems?
Well, I get my only theory is because baseball was, the American pastime.
And then every other sport picked up on it?
Exactly, because they wanted to compete with baseball. They wanted to be America's sport.
Yeah.
So now in hockey, the most Canadian sport of all time, you have to hear it.
It is the weirdest, most bizarre thing that time after time. But I do love the fact that they kicked out when they know they had TV time.
Yeah, they were running 25 minutes late.
This is not going to get in the way of us starting the game. Elliot, you're on Fez.
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
Yeah, good, man.
Hey, I'm active duty Marine Corps, and anytime we go to see a movie on base, they always play Anchors Aweigh, the Marine Corps hymn, and then the national anthem before you start the movie.
So that's your preview. So before you go to the movie, yeah.
There's no commercials. There's no commercials for Coke or popcorn. It's just, we watch the national anthem and see a cool, motivating video, and that's about it.
No, the motivating video, it's not even a regular movie. It's
No, before the movie, you watch battle videos from Iraq or Afghanistan, something to get you all
fired up
and going, ready to go back.
All right, thank you. Thanks very much, Elliot. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
29875, my brother.
Hey, brother, man.
Hey, Ronnie, there is branding on the national anthem. I said, before they introduce the artist, they say, recording artist from Warner Brothers Records with a new album out, blah, 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 and then they announce the singer.
Yeah, but I'm actually saying that you use the flag and you use the song as a brand, like Dave already put up, to say this is America's pastime. So you're not just there doing entertainment. You're being an American just by being at a ball game. You are part of the great tradition of the Republic just by going to a ball game. And that whole, well, just like your father took you, you'll take your own boy. And there you'll be. That part of that great American tradition. You're like, okay, fine. Then why is it 75?
Do you ever hate this if you're at a ball game and people are they're doing the national anthem and someone doesn't take their hat off and it falls on the other people behind them to scream, "Hats off!"
Right.
Take your fucking hat off!
Yeah, so as they're acting like you better respect the country, they're yelling, screaming during the national anthem. So if it really was this thing to sit there and direct honor, you wouldn't say it until after, where you would go over, hey, man, you really fucked up there. You wouldn't be able to scream it out. Yeah. Let's face it, the hat police are out. Their fucking heads are on a fucking swerve looking for people.
They do it at Yankee Stadium when I go to the games during the 7th inning stretch when they play God Bless America, which is not a national anthem.
No, you don't have to take your hat off for God Bless America. And you don't necessarily have to stand up for a 7th inning stretch. has never been definitive. That is, stand up. You've been sitting there for a long time. Stand up and stretch. I'm personally a big fan of the seventh inning stretch. I like to see it happen on long flights. I like to hear, ladies and gentlemen, we're over St. Louis. Everyone stand up. And we'll be in Los Angeles in just about an hour and a half.
That'd be great.
I like to get everybody up. Get them up and moving a little bit.
I think baseball could use a third and fifth inning stretch, too.
Here's Greg. Greg, you're on Fez.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I just want to say that you ever go to a baseball game, you look at the Mets starting lineup, most of those guys aren't even Americans. They don't play their national anthems. Or you go to a hockey game, you know, you got Czechs and Swedes on the team. Where are their national anthems?
No, well, you're playing the national anthem of the city of where you're playing. So if you're playing against Toronto, you will hear the Canadian national anthem.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, and I hate to say it, 10 times better than the U.S. national anthem. Oh, Canada. Very nice. Everybody can get going. It's nice. Not about stuff blowing up. You know, our national anthem, you should really be an opera major before you can even pull it off. Very few people can sing it. And then people are always getting mad at anybody who tries to modernize it. You know, I think Jose Feliciano started it. And ever since then, and now with the American Idol kids showing up in the national anthem, they all want to hold some goddamn key as long as they can, you know. So now I'm standing here even longer while you're showing up your pipes. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah, buddy.
The only reason I'm calling is I'm thinking maybe the reason they sing the national anthem at the big sporting events is where else are you going to get 40, 50, 60,000 people together than maybe a big rock concert, but then everybody be too drunk at a rock concert to sing the national anthem.
But, you come up with a good point. How many times have you been to Madison Square Garden that's just as packed as any Knicks game, probably more packed since the floor is open, and they don't play the national anthem? So it can't be about just the amount of people getting together. Or why doesn't the national anthem go off when you're watching TV? Put it on before Law and Order, because I guarantee you more people are watching Law and Order than are showing up for a goddamn Islanders game.
Oh, yeah. By far.
Here's Sydney. Sydney, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm a sociologist, and I'm going to go with this Emil Durkheim kind of viewpoint. Emil Durkheim would say that we play the national anthem before the ball game for the same reason that we all wear the jerseys and that we all do these things. It's about, you know, getting everybody to realize we're all part of the same group and kind of getting us in the same mindset. You know, and that's true of religion, of, you know, the national anthem, of sports. And a good example of that is Pope John Paul II once said that sports are the number one religion in America. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're all together. Let's get everybody on the same page, and, you know, so you scream and yell and have a good time at the ball game and sell more beer.
I'm able to figure out that I'm an American without a song playing. I really am, and I have to agree with Dave. It's definitely less respectful now than when I was a kid, and I'm not sure that it was respectful as when I was a kid, as if it would have been in the 50s or the 30s or 1910. As a matter of fact, at whatever age they started that thing, goes to show that people lack a certain amount of respect, and we don't do ritual real well anymore. You know what I mean? You see people now, if you go to a funeral, people are showing off and, they're in a fucking comfortable shirt, sneakers, some Zubaz on. They don't give a shit anymore. There is zero formality about this. As much as people said they loved Ronald Reagan, and how many people showed up at his funeral thing in Washington, D.C., I was amazed at how many people showed up in shorts, jeans, sneakers. It seemed amazing to me that if you really saw this guy, as I'm coming there to show my respect for Ronald Reagan, that nobody could put on any decent clothes. Formality is almost out of American life.
I definitely think so. Go to Thanksgiving, you know? No one gets dressed up for the holidays anymore.
No, it doesn't happen.
Back in the day, everyone was wearing ties and sweaters.
It's really funny. My uncle used to come to Sunday dinners or Thanksgiving, fucking cut. Slick back and cut. You know, I don't even have clothes like that. I do not have the clothes that this bricklayer had. He was a serious motherfucker when it came, and he stunk to high heaven from brew. Just stunk to high heaven from it.
But that's true. On Sunday, like I remember my grandfather would come over in a tie.
Yeah.
No, but this is like a Sunday dinner.
Right.
What was the purpose?
But it was to show respect.
I love it.
This is important. This is important to me. And again, the national anthem, Pledge of Allegiance, things like that, you can really tell that they don't mean a lot to people. Yet people will use it. You know, and the same is to be said for religion. They will use the Jesus thing when it suits them. But how many people are really walking that fucking walk?
Very few.
Yeah.
Very few people.
Now, you said you were surprised when you went to North Carolina what you saw there.
Yeah, we're driving down Route 81, and just every 15, 20 feet, it almost seemed like a gigantic 30 to 40 foot white cross made out of some weird kind of metal, totally just imposing, like, you know, you better look at this. And
now, did they do the 3 crosses or just one?
I saw the 3 crosses, but I saw a lot of singular crosses. The weird thing was, I've been driving down now to North Carolina for a few months, and it was just this past summer, where it seemed like, okay, maybe I saw 5 crosses on my trip from Jersey down there, or from Brooklyn down there. Now, honestly, Mr. B, I must have saw almost 40 to 50 crosses. Huge crosses.
And somebody's making some decent money putting up giant crosses. Here's what was the great thing. In their mind, do they really think Jesus was 30 feet tall? Do they really think Jesus was so tall they had to hang him on a couple telephone poles?
Neither was Jesus a braggart. He was a fucking carpenter. You know, he had
He wouldn't have used metalwork.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And he wouldn't have had a nice white finishing that you just bought at some Lowe's nearby.
I mean, we don't know. We've never really seen any of his work. I would love to see an ottoman or an end table that Jesus made. I hear he was a carpenter.
He was.
But how come you never see any of this stuff? You don't even see illustrations. You don't even read a story. Well, Jesus made a china cabinet for these people. You never hear about it. What did he make?
Well, sorry. According to that one television movie, Jesus made the first stand-up chair. I saw a special on it.
What are you talking about?
On Discovery.
Wait a minute. Barstool?
No. A regular chair. Before Jesus was a carpenter, apparently, they only had stools to sit on, or they would sit on the ground. But after Jesus, he created the first chair with 4 legs, a thing, and a back.
He put the back on the chair.
Yeah, he put the back on the chair. The first chair.
Why stop there? Why did he come up with a lazy boy? Now,
a pit group.
Now, what are they basing that on? Because it isn't from anything in the Bible.
It was a Discovery Channel special that they showed and said like there was a chair right in his vicinity, and there were very few carpenters, and they even had dating back to that. Okay, this would be approximately 20 AD or so when he was really getting his good carpenter work in.
Now, where did they have this picture? Where was that from?
It was on the Discovery Channel.
No, but how could they have a picture of Jesus and the chair in the background? How could that even happen?
No, they didn't have it. They had the picture of the chair.
Are you thinking of Lincoln?
How are they coming up with this news about a chair? Where are they getting the historical documentation that Jesus came up with the back to a chair?
There was archaeologists that had the first chair with a backup on it for common folk. Okay,
what do you mean for common folk?
This is what they said on the special.
So you're saying that he took something the kings had and just made it for the regular guy?
Well,
that's a lot less impressive as coming up with, you know what, I'm tired of sitting on a stool. I've come up with something, it's like a wall, but for your chair.
Okay.
So it's a little chair wall you can lean on anytime you want.
Wait a second now. Everyone gives Bill Gates so much credit.
I don't give him any.
Like, for instance, there was massive monster computers for NASA, but Bill Gates gave every single person who could afford one a computer.
That's bullshit. He did not. He never made computers.
I thought that's what he did.
No,
he just mass-marketed Apple computers so that everyone could do. Well, the other guy, Steve Jobs, they were interchangeable.
They're not at all. They're two different companies.
He put the back on the computer.
All right,
Look at it
hold
the same
on.
way.
Here's Jim has some updates here about Jesus. Jim, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hold on, let me just rest for a second because I just finally got the back on the computer line. That was pretty funny. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, Jesus made a farm implement according to the early church fathers, their writings, like hoes and shovels and stuff to plow fields with.
All right, so he came up with the shovel and the sit-down chair.
Yes.
I don't know.
He was.
See, I pictured him making.
That's according to the fathers, that's what he made.
All right, so you're saying that he was really working more in the farming industry, plows, hoes, things along that line.
No, what I'm saying is.
I mean, that's what that guy's saying.
Well, okay, but let's face it, that he was obviously a pretty bright person, so he liked to dabble in inventions from time to time.
I never heard of that. I would have liked to have heard these stories. I think it would have made me, if I would have thought that he was more like an Einstein, I think I would have been a little more impressed with him. If I would have, like, if Jesus
raised
was
the dead.
Yeah, okay, that's nice for that. But then if he also said that the world was round, and how many planets they were, and here's how gravity worked, I would have been more impressed.
I don't know if making the affordable throne makes him an Edison.
Here's Jay. Jay, you're on Run and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
You know, I went to 12 years of Catholic school, and I never knew that Jesus held a patent on chairback.
I never heard the chair story either. This is all news for me. And you know what I say? 3 chairs for Jesus. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, 3 chairs.
I went to 13-year-olds.
Why, you failed 1 year?
No.
Why are you doing 13
First
years?
year of Fordham University. It's a Jesuit school, and then I get kicked out. They kicked my ass out. But 13, I never...
For your chair theory?
No, I had never heard it myself. And until God bless that Discovery Channel. You learn something every day. But I swear...
Yeah, you learn things, but you learn facts.
Yes.
You learn more crazy things. Now, are you impressed because Jesus died young? You like your people to die young?
I wouldn't want a big David Crosby-looking Jesus. Just all fat with the weird beard.
Oh, yeah, because we like young wise men. That's really. Here is, let me go over here to John. John, you're on Run and Fez.
How you doing, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Is Dave a moron?
No.
Back to the Egyptians, I mean the Romans, the Greeks, way before Jesus was even a gleam in his daddy's eye, there was chairs.
There were not chairs. There were stools. There were,
Dave.
But stools are cool.
Chairs, Dave.
John,
and read a book, Dave.
I don't have to with the Discovery Channel.
Are you saying, honestly, Dave, that you think that Jesus ripped off the idea for chairs and he really was only good at mass marketing them and he wasn't able to do them?
That's basically my theory, but I think...
thou shalt not steal.
But
ideas.
I do not think that is small potatoes. Think of how many... I'm being very serious.
I know you are.
Common people would have so many more back
So you
want
to live like common people. You want to do whatever common people do.
Yes.
Listen to him typing away over there. I hear so much fucking stuff on the air now. I hear mumbling and just all the time now. I hear somebody who saw the Jesus Chair special with you. Ricky, you're on Run and Fez.
What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Fezzy?
Yeah.
Dave, I saw that same special you did. It was around the same time Passion of the Christ came out. It was a reenactment thing. I saw the same thing Dave saw, so he is telling the truth.
Thank you, Rocky.
I hear it. So we know there was a special, sometimes the time of Passion of Christ, that Jesus was a chair maker.
That's a really odd way to battle the Passion of the Christ in ratings. They try to make Jesus out to be Edison.
Oh, they're not battling. They're just they're tagging on. Jeff, you're on Run and Fez.
Yeah, hello, Body.
Hey, Body.
Hey, right after Jesus invented that chair, he incorporated and branched out into home decorating and actually invented the first bedspread.
This is what annoys me. You're acting like Jesus is one of the Queer Eye guys. You know, like Jesus went in, I could do so much with this. You see that stool? Let me lengthen the seat and then put a back on it.
He's a very wise man. I'm sure that he was able to come up with, little trinkets and things.
Well, then where was the ottoman? If he was so bright, why wouldn't it occur to him someplace to put your feet up after a long day?
Technology didn't have enough at that point.
Colin, you're on Run and Fez.
Oh, Boris.
Yeah.
Truth be told, in all likelihood, Jesus was probably a stonemason. the actual term, the Greek term for him, directly translates into builder.
All right, now let me just say this. If he made a stone chair, that's Fred Flintstone. Because no human being wants to sit down and have a stonemason come up with a chair for them.
And I saw the same thing, and he dabbled. Again, this is just more things of Jesus being an entrepreneur, being an everyman. He did dabble in some stone work, but he was a carpenter.
But then where is this work if it was all so great?
They have records of him creating a floor, again, nearby his house, a stone floor that he and actually Joseph worked on.
But we can't see it.
No, we can't.
So you're saying that he laid concrete?
Yeah, but that's exactly what they said, basically. But, I mean, that's pretty impressive when you're talking 2,000 years ago.
No, and you would have been able to see some of this stuff. You know how much old architecture we have? Do you know how much anyone would love the original Jesus chair? Forget it. There wouldn't be a piece of furniture that would sold for more money than that. But for whatever reason, I'll tell you, all the paintings I've ever seen of the guy, I never saw him with a saw. I mean, I don't doubt that he wasn't in the Union,
right?
But I don't think he did a lot of work. I think he was like Paulie Walnuts out there on the job, just sitting in that new chair that he made sunning himself. Here's Rachel. Rachel, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Years and years and years before Jesus, there was the ancient Egyptians. There's hieroglyphics, there's pyramids, there's all kinds of shit in the museums showing them sitting in giant thrones, elaborate thrones.
All right, but here's the deal.
Which is a big chair.
I understand that.
In
but
couches.
Jesus did the same thing, but he drew a fish on it. His was different. There was a fish on it.
First of all, he had no access to hieroglyphics, Rachel, so he would have never seen those pictures.
Well, Dave, if he made the chair out of wood, it would have disintegrated a long time ago.
His family lived in Egypt for a while.
Where's the rock?
Guys, everyone is such doubting Thomases. Why is it so hard to believe he brought a chair to the regular folks of Israel and wherever else?
Why they call it Israel? Why are you holding on to this like it's important?
Because I've always liked inventors. Maybe because I'm from New Jersey and Thomas Edison is from there.
Not necessarily.
I just like people.
He's from Illinois.
All right, but I like people who come up with things, and I never knew this until the Discovery thing, and thought, wow, just when you think he's all that in a bag of chips.
You're a wise ass. And I'm going to tell you something right now.
No, but honestly,
seriously, that's blasphemy. What you just did. Here's, let me go to Keith. Keith, you're on a Fez.
Yo, fellas, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw that Discovery Channel special as well, and Dave's leaving out the fact that they said that Jesus was the founder of IKEA.
Okay, Keith, there's the jokes, right? There's the jokes. People cannot accept the truth. It's funny when you just try and give them something.
Well, you're acting like that's what he was known for.
That is what he's known for.
Really trashy furniture. Really cheap, affordable furniture.
But without him, the Last Supper would have been a stand-up buffet.
It's possible. But see, that's an excellent point. That changes all the pain, or all the paintings would have been different. You would have seen 12 guys sitting on the floor, right? How artistic is that if it wasn't for Jesus? So it really is a pretty, important.
Well, why wouldn't this be such a big deal in the Bible? Why would they have brought it up? If anything, it would have called him a chairmaker.
They didn't know about it, maybe.
You say maybe he was the chairman.
Yeah,
that's probably what the people used to call him. Here's Jay. You're on a Fez.
Jay?
Yeah.
All right. We didn't realize this, but it's been lost in translation. It used to be originally referred to as the Jeezy chair, not the easy chair.
Very funny. Burn, baby! All the doubters, you can do what you want. And when I'm up in heaven laughing in all your faces because I believe.
Down.
Well, where's your wife going to be? She doesn't believe.
She might, we got a little time to work on that.
Do you really hope to get her to accept Christ?
Not so much Christ. At least God, maybe. That would be a nice start.
She does, doesn't she? She's Jewish.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes
So
up.
she believes in God. She just doesn't think that he had children.
No, I'm not even sure if she believes in God. She calls him that big invisible man, the sky, and then laughs at me.
Why don't we pray to Jesus that he jumps in your wife's heart right now?
I'd like to do that.
Go ahead. You start us off.
Dear Jesus.
Chairmaker. All right, say now you're laughing. Say now you're laughing.
Dear Jesus,
maker of the chair,
creator of the affordable chair.
All right, say for me that's blasphemy.
I don't know
that's blasphemy what you just did, and I don't play it. And you know what? As a Catholic, I don't like the informal tone that you're taking with Jesus.
I'm not taking informal tone.
I say you go through the rosary or nothing at all.
If anything, I'm trying to give him props. Now, I'd really like to do this.
No, I don't want any part of it. Seriously. I don't want any part of it.
I have the music ready and everything.
I know you do. And the only reason why you're doing any of this is because Earl fainted. Earl fucking faints before his show. Earl, I'm ready to talk to you now. Come in here. Come in here. No, I don't want you sitting there. I want him sitting over there. And I just want him to admit that I cannot fucking depend upon him.
A little quicker for me, Earl.
Thank you. Because this fucking team moves like molasses. Like fucking lava.
But I didn't faint. I'm just I'm a little bit. Apparently, I'm a bit out of it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why won't you go see a shrink finally?
No, physically I'm fine, but they said
who's they?
Well,
the men in your head,
not the men. They said this whatever these episodes are, they're just supposedly normal.
They are, and it's not normal for a guy who only works 3 hours a day to be sitting like a bobblehead during those fucking 3 hours.
But I mean, the only thing
you don't have the mental or physical health to be in here.
But I went. The only thing I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I'm awake, but my body isn't, and it freaks me out.
Then go get checked.
And I'm trying to get that done, but apparently there's a wait time for just to get checked out.
Come on, there's a million doctors in New York City. We have great insurance through XM.
Well, you have to go to a sleep specialist, and apparently, people have sleep.
We'll book one on the show. All right, a fucking sleep specialist would like to be on a national radio show. Book one. How about this? Think outside the fucking box for fucking 2 seconds. Here's Leader. You're on Mount Fez.
Yeah.
And then Dave. The day that you need to be in that fucking glass room, I don't know what the fucking... Just put me in the glass room and everybody come in here. Because it's fucking impossible to walk in here and do a fucking show for people.
Yeah.
Leader, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, if Jesus invented the chair, then how come the pew is one of the most uncomfortable chairs ever made?
Again, a lot of the jokes, huh?
No, but he is right. I, as a kid... felt like I was 90 sitting on the fucking pew.
Okay, first of all, a pew is more akin to a couch. I never said that Jesus invented one of those. I said that he invented a chair.
Did he come up with that nice little mat that you can kneel on, though?
He might have, yeah. And that thing is, it's very comfortable. It's very cushiony.
It is comfortable, but the fact is that it needs to move better because the way it drops out loud, you can make it when you drop the thing down.
But again, his specialty, everyone's getting ahead of themselves, was the chair. He invented it. That's it. The smart aleck remarks are not necessary.
We're not going to do that anymore. Mon, you're on Run a Fez show.
Hey, Dave, I want to do some furniture shopping. Which mall has Christ One Imports?
Okay, so that's another. Heretics, keep calling. You'll get yours. Don't think it's very funny. When we have good evidence through the Discovery Channel that this actually happened.
I'm sorry I missed that. Half the things on the Discovery Channel, all the Nostradamus bullshit, all the crusades,
what's wrong with those
reenactments, it's fucking idiotic. If you sit there and watch the Discovery Channel, half the time you're going, what the fuck is this? Read some books, ladies and gentlemen. Read the occasional book. Try to learn something without a reenactment taking place. By the way, I told you about my new club that I start with Kathleen from the Bronx. Find the Real Spinal Tap. Within 2 days in, we are so deep into this Norwegian black metal that I don't think we're ever even going to come out again. It is the nuttiest shit happening in the world. Earl, are you able to figure out where you are now?
Yes, I know where I am.
How many fingers am I holding up? How many fucking fingers is that? How many is this? You know what I feel like sometimes in here, Billy Martin, where I just want to throw everything there is out.
I understand that. There's no one crazier than Norwegian people. They are crazier than the craziest of Japanese. Yeah, Earl.
I don't know. Norwegians, they're fucking out there. They are stone out there.
And then you see like the Japanese game shows, and you're like, this cannot possibly even make sense to them. I know I'm watching it in Japanese, but not even them can understand what's going on. But Norwegian are they're just weird for weird's sake.
That whole double fucking sided axe that they're carrying everywhere during their rock videos is just amazing. Amazing to me. Hey, Dolomite, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie. I just want to say, I don't even think Jesus was a carpenter at all. I mean, look at his hands. Every picture, man. It's just no calluses. They're not beat up.
Girl hands. He did have very soft girl hands.
Yeah, he had lady hands.
I wouldn't say lady hands. He was the son of God, not the daughter. Furthermore...
But he did not have beat-up hands like a carpenter will have.
Okay, but as the son of God, wouldn't he be able to, heal a hell of a lot quicker than most people? Almost like in a...
Well, apparently not with the cross. He wasn't able to heal up.
That's one exception.
Thank you. Earl, I'm going to go to you. In your Baptist studies over there in Jamaica, Queens... Did Jesus invent the chair?
I've never heard any stories of Jesus building the chair, being the inventor of the chair, much less building one. Ever.
You don't get cable. That's your problem.
I do get cable, but I mean...
Then why do you watch, all the HBO shows over here?
I do not watch all the HBO shows over here, but I've never heard any stories.
His mind woke up, but his body didn't. He's a sick young man.
It's a condition.
Thanks to Jesus, he's got somewhere to sit down when he gets dizzy.
I mean, it thoroughly freaks me out, but going back to...
You know what freaks me out? You're still here. That fucking absolutely freaks me out. I wish Jesus would drop a chair from the sky on you. I really do.
Jesus never used it in that way.
And this is why you don't date. A woman would not put up with you. How long has it been since you got laid? Non-crazy laid. Other than that crazy girl whose boyfriend called you up, dropped you the N-bomb, and said he was bringing a noose over. And that did happen, did it not?
Yes, it happened.
And her parents said that you were harassing them.
No, they didn't say that. But
well, that's what the boyfriend and the crazy girl said to you, right?
They didn't say those words, but I had he said that, yeah.
What did he say exactly?
I mean, he called me the N-word.
But in what contest? I'm Earl. I'm on the phone.
You'd be one dead.
Hold on. Hello, this is Earl.
Hey, it's like, if you don't want to be one dead, I would suggest not calling you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said after dead.
One dead.
Excuse me?
One dead.
All right,
N-word.
so he said that to you, right?
Yes.
So did you not call back? You don't want to be dead. All right, so take her off. The insane girl that some people would say, raped. Well, she can't make up her own mind what she's doing, right?
She was in her right mind at that particular moment, yes.
She just got out of a mental institution, and you took her back to the mental institution, right?
Yeah, there was a couple of incidents.
And now, help me here. Yeah. Is that fucking bending the rules?
Yes, it is.
I mean, if you fuck someone the second they get out of a mental institution, and when you're done banging them, they go back in, I say you banged a mental patient.
It's probably a crime, what he did.
Well, it would be a crime down south, even without the mental institution. All right, so you did that. Take her off. How long has it been since you've been with a sane person?
April of last year.
Right, that's ridiculous. We got to get you fucking back into this. And Fez?
Yes?
I want you to date in 08. And, write this down. Unless both of you sleep with someone by June 1st, you're sleeping together here on the fucking air. You will have sex together on the air.
On the air?
I am giving 6 months plus, almost fucking 7 months altogether to make this thing happen.
I will guarantee you I will not be sleeping with Fez on that couch.
Then you got to get laid and get him laid.
Well, we're a package deal now?
Yes. because I'm sick of both of you and your excuses.
Earl, if you get laid and I don't, we still have to have sex on June 1st.
I'm definitely not having sex with Fez.
Then
No.
get them laid and get yourself laid.
No.
I'm giving you 6 months. I should be able to give you 24 hours. And you still come back here. But I'm giving you a full fucking 6 months. I think that's a fair deal.
It is a fair deal. I mean, I think it's...
I'm going to tell you something right now. I think the fact that you're both retarded and having these mental problems is because you're not getting the fucking semen out of you. I think the semen is backed up into both of you non-fucking comers and made your fucking brains milky.
I don't agree with that, but...
Then will you get laid within 6 months?
I mean, I can guarantee that I can get laid within 6 months.
Good.
I mean, Fez, that's entirely up to him.
So you're fucking acting like you're better looking than Fez.
I'm not. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, but...
That's what it came across as.
Thank you.
At least I have the money, Earl.
That was a put down.
That was not a put down.
You just called him like either ugly or a fag.
A troll.
You tell me if Fez... well, speaking of which, I'm not asking who they sleep with.
Right.
I don't care if it's male, female. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you put it in that cat, all I need is a little proof that it went down. I need to talk to your partners and see how you did. But you guys, if not, we're taking it over there, and you guys are going to do it on Pal Talk.
On Pal Talk, too?
Yes, it's going to be a Pal Talk fucking mounting.
Can you say
June 1st.
Biggest rated Pal Talk show of all time?
Or least rated Pal Talk show of all time.
I call top.
Wow.
Yeah,
You'll have to get a hard on for that, Fez.
Oh, man.
I am not going to have fucking soft cock on black ass. I got to have penetration.
Could that be the name of the video?
Look, do both you guys promise to this?
I'm in.
Yeah! Fez?
Oh, I'm nauseous. I will agree.
Now, why would you say I'm nauseous?
Because I'm nervous about it.
I am going to get you laid by June 1st. With anyone you want, or at least Earl. You will not do any worse than Earl. And we're going to bust that cherry, Fezzy. June 1st.
Now, if Earl gets laid and Fez doesn't, they both have to have sex?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a package deal.
Okay.
This is like one of those corporate things where you're training people to be part of a team.
I think so.
When you get over the wall... you don't go over and sit over and lean like mayonnaise. No, you're over there like the Southern guy who hung himself. Come on, keep coming. Come on, I know you can climb over that wall.
It's
Okay.
Kid Nation, Dave.
Yeah.
All the districts have to get across the finish line.
Okay.
Boy, I'm not comfortable with the kid talk when we're talking about sex.
Oh.
Todd, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I was wondering if hookers count in this.
You know what? If they actually have sex, I'll say yeah. Because really all I'm after is ejaculation for both of them. And I think it's going to turn you around.
I hope so. I mean, I feel like I'm at the... I feel like the underdog because people love Fez. Women love Fez. So I think...
That's the problem.
I think that's...
You're going to love him just as much.
I mean, I really do feel like the underdog here.
When you're face down in that hairy ass, you're going to feel like a winner.
I'm not going to be the bottom in this one. No.
So you're going to fuck Fez.
I'm not going to screw him in any way.
You just said you want to be the top.
I mean, if
this is going to be the deal. Whoever gets the hard on first is the top.
Oh, so that's fair.
I would recommend you come walking in with a hard on.
But this is his problem. He's already pitting himself as the underdog with no confidence. He's got to be strong and go out and say, I'm going to nail some fine black pussy.
Or white.
Or white, yeah, whatever.
I mean, but settle for black if you have to.
What do you mean settle? I don't have to settle. I mean,
I know in your real life I never saw you with a black girl. I've only seen you with whites.
Yes.
I saw you with one black girl I hooked you up with.
Yeah.
And then you went nowhere with that.
Yeah.
And this is 7 years ago. I'm worrying about this motherfucker. 7 years later, I'm still trying to make contests up so he can fucking beat people. Eugene, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, I say if only one of them gets laid, the guy who gets laid gets to be the pitcher.
Does that seem fair to you guys?
That seems fair, because that person did a lot of the work. did, all the work.
Man, I gotta live with that. That's more than I'm not having. I am guaranteeing that I am not going to be having sex with Fez. Will not at all.
That means you won't go through with it. I need you to sit here like a man.
No,
I promise.
We're gonna pull it. We're both getting laid.
All right. Yeah. I like the attitude. Even if it's with each other, you're both getting laid.
It will not be with each other. But
I don't want you to worry about this. It's going to be on Pal Talk, so nothing bad can happen to you.
Nothing bad.
Everyone's gonna see.
Exactly. I mean,
you know what we ought to do is do a promo picture today of how it's going to happen. Get a blanket. Both of you guys are mounted up here and say this is what will happen by June 1st.
No way.
Just the size of this Opie and Anthony staff. It's like the Persian army. It's the Persian army. There's so many of these kids. I don't see anybody doing any work except for maybe 4 of them.
I think if you feed them after midnight, they multiply.
Good one.
Gremlins.
You fucking tied that in with gremlins, didn't you? Yeah. Do you want to get a picture of the two of you guys on the couch? You having like a nice...
It's a mental thought. I don't even put that thought in my head because we're going to do this.
I know, but I need a promo picture like for a fight.
Yes, but can't we just put like fists up, not asses?
No, I want you guys just ass to ass for this picture. I want to get a promo picture on MonFez.net because here's the deal. I think people are going to be... You want me to change this to December 1st?
No.
It will happen by June 1st.
And we can count on you. If it doesn't happen, you will have sex on Pal Talk in this room. Be a man and say yeah.
I'll do it. But I will do it, but
You'll do it happily.
We will. I'm not going to do it happily, but we will. Both of us are going to get laid by June 1st.
I'm excited. I am so excited.
So am I. I really am. I wonder if they're going to have to pay for the prostitutes.
Whatever they do, it doesn't matter. But I wish that we could do a thing now where the calendar just starts to have the months ripping off and blowing in. I wish it was like one of those movies.
I'm sweating as the date gets closer.
Sweating with fucking excitement.
No, with total... I'm not going to get intimate with Fez.
You got your camera?
All right, I'm coming in for the picture.
All right. Let's put it up in front of the new XM signs that Wiki brought in. By the way, fantastic job, Don. We're all excited about it. We just love the way that looks.
It really is handsome.
I just wish somebody would pose for a picture with us in here now. Here the boys go.
All right, we got the camera.
Promo picture. And just get up on the couch and just have pictures of you guys mounting each other for that.
Oh, God.
Maybe if you didn't have a microphone in your hand, you'd be able to take better pictures. There you go.
Highly homework.
No, get up better, like you're really mounting them. Get your, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Now, Earl, get your ass up a little higher. You want to get back so you get the full picture, too, Hicks. Now, I've never seen anyone take a 45-degree picture like this before. There we go. By June 1st, if they don't get laid, they will fuck each other. Live on the Ron and Fez show as well as Pal Talk.
No, it'd be a nice shot too, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Is if Earl
69?
was on... No, yeah. If Earl's on... If he can get a front shot, like Earl's on all fours, and then Fez is standing up, like really pounding him doggy style.
All right. So, yeah. Get him down on all fours, and Fez, you get up and just really get into it.
Oh, okay.
Like you're fucking bringing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. And Earl, you look like you're enjoying it.
No.
Like you're happy. No, get a picture of you guys 69 now, too. Just fucking Earl, lay down.
Why can't I be on top?
All right, let Earl have one on top.
What am I saying?
Yeah. Earl, you get to be on top. Okay. Now, you're laying on your back. We're going for a 69 shot.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and you just get your crotch in, yeah. And then get your face right in his crotch. Yeah. There you go. And Fez, just finger his ass just a little bit. Just slightly. Just slightly. Earl, get your face down there like you're blowing. And this is what's going to happen. Now, let's just get another shot. And pants down and just ass to ass. Not just underwear, but ass to ass with your underwear. So people know that you're fucking serious about this. And by June 1st, it's all going to come together.
We are very serious
I
about
know you
this.
are. So down you go.
Which is why we're going to pull this off
I
by
know
June
you are. I
1st.
believe
Not
in
with
you.
him, though.
Yeah. All right, so, Fez, you don't really go for tight underwear, do you?
This is an older pair.
This must be period day.
I think one of my cousins wore that as a skirt in grade school, Catholic school.
Culottes. He wears culottes. Now, ass to ass. Now, yeah. And act like you're like jacking while he's doing that, Earl. Now, both of you, like, get on the fucking thing, crouch down on the couch, and ass to ass.
Oh, pants still down?
Pants still down, yeah. So you're on the, Now, Earl, you get up so you're ass to ass with him.
Like the other side.
Yeah.
Earl's got such thin little thighs.
Yeah, you got to bring it all the way in so you're touching asses. Now, Earl, I want you to shit into Fez's ass, and then he goes back and forth
I'm not
forever
gonna
and ever.
I am not going to drop mud in Fez.
Back and forth. What was that fucking movie?
Me, you, and everyone else.
Oh, jeez. He finally knows a movie. Look what it is. Now, pants down doing that.
No!
All right, now just Fez, turn around and put your face like in his ass, so it looks like you're eating his ass, as you might have to June 1st.
That's part of it?
It's all part of it. I don't know how come I can't talk you guys out of doing this. There you go.
Tongue, though.
Yeah, you got a tongue like it's like a comfortable tongue.
Ew.
Holy.
And Fez, you turn around and let Earl do that to you. These are going to be great press photos. I want to get this out to everybody, too.
Well, you have to build a buzz somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get this in Cigar Magazine. But other than that, I don't know. Tommy's...
You got a long tongue.
Look at Earl. Get right in his ass with it, too. Like you're munching. Like you love it.
He just did. He almost passed out. He almost passed out.
Is there a bad smell? Is there an odor?
There's a pan smells. It smells like an ass. What do you expect?
Oh. Look how happy he is. No, you're saying
happy.
you have mental problems, but I don't think so,
I'm
Earl.
far from happy. Because
Then why you got wood?
I don't have wood.
How come there were some brown stains on Fez's boxers?
Poop.
Well,
isn't it
Dan,
obvious?
Dan, you're on Run of Fez.
19275, buddies.
Yeah.
Are these pictures going to be in the latest edition of Rod Magazine?
What I'm going to do with these pictures is save them in case XM ever tries to fire me. I'll just say, look at the working conditions I had. It'll cost them, I guarantee you, $2.3 million to get me out of the door now. Here's our buddy Stryker. Hey, Strike.
Yeah, hey, buddies. Hey, I'm just curious, in Earl's case, does rape count?
Why with me? As far as, you just saying blacks are rapists? No, not the case at all.
Jersey Mike, you're on Run of Fez.
Donnie, you sound like $1 million.
I feel like $1 million today, buddy.
But Dave sounds like about $110.
What are you going to do?
Who's going to keep Earl honest on this? The guy's a liar.
You are a liar, Earl. We do need fucking proof. We do need to see insertion with you. I'm not going to... Fez,
yes?
I don't doubt for a second.
I have always told you the truth, Ronnie.
Well, your version of it. Your memory doesn't work very well. But I believe that you will be honest about this.
Totally.
And do me a favor, Fez. Now that we got the guarantees, you are not to get laid, because I want to see you pound Earl right here on that couch. That's the payoff I'm looking for. Now, Earl, out of all the friends we have, if one of them would say, yes, I'll have sex with Earl for this, right? All the people we know together, who would you choose? Anyone in the kind of 202 universe. So that includes Jimmy Norton, if you need.
No, it would not be Jim. I mean, preferably a woman. I'll aim high, Solera.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
Meaning all the other girls are low?
I'm not saying the other girls are low, but
all right, Solera's your number one. Okay. And who's your number two?
My number two, like off the top of my head, what's her name?
I don't know.
I Am Pixie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, give me your number three.
Number three would be
Fez.
There's 3 would probably, I'll, with all due respect, I'd say Casey.
You're a son of a fucking
That's
bitch.
fair. There, you fucking animal.
You cocksuck.
She's a beautiful woman.
I hope Fez destroys your asshole. I seriously hope that.
He will.
I'll try. Praying for it.
What, would you not? She's a beautiful woman.
Of course, she's my wife. Would I not?
What a thing to say, though.
You just don't have a lot of class.
And yesterday he said he would grope her at your funeral.
Yeah, you did. Wait a second. I'm not sure if that was Earl who said that.
Oh, guess what? Your number 3 pick is into it. Congratulations, Earl.
I don't have access to Pal.
She goes, too bad that I'm not. She goes, I got to get past those other 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I wish she wouldn't say things like that. She's married to me.
Whatever. The thing is this. There's one in every woodpile. There's one in every woodpile.
Well, it'd be seconds, Earl. Because
you're 4th?
4th, I'll go HTG.
Jesus Christ.
I just missed the medal, Deb. Just barely missed the medal. On the 5th.
Wow, I can't even.
They start to discuss, They're hideous to you now.
I know.
Think of some of the bridesmaids.
I'll go Lily.
Oh, God.
All right, 6th.
6th, I will go. I don't even know.
Think of some of the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
And groomsmen.
I will go. Lucci.
I haven't seen Lucci in forever, too. What's she up to?
She hasn't been around lately.
She got a little man in her life?
I'm not exactly sure. Also, she was one of the people who Earl yelled at, her and Lil. Remember, we tried to set Earl up with Lucci?
Yeah.
And he called her and Lil on cam, quote, pigs.
No, I called Lil on cam a pig.
You said some disparaging things about Lucci, though.
No, I just said I was not into Lucci.
Because you said she was piggy.
Well, why'd she finish 6th for you? How'd she get in the top 10?
No, at the time, I just said, no thanks. And I called Lil on cam the pig.
Oh, God, you're disgusting. I don't know how you talk that way with women.
Well, you got to remember, she insulted me a little bit.
Just a little bit? You're a little insulting yourself.
Will out of
where were you, 7th?
Yeah.
7, 8, I would go. God, I can't. I'm drawing a blank on all the.
They really discuss you, huh?
No, they don't discuss me. I'm just.
There's so many out there, dude.
He doesn't see women. He only sees his fucking man boy Fez. How quick are we going to get those pictures over at ronfez.net?
We can get those ASAP.
By the way, I believe that this year the ronfez.net party is in a hot air balloon. And I don't understand why. They said there was nowhere on earth they could have this party. They needed to be up in a hot air balloon.
It's not a hot air balloon. It's Williamsburg. It's Brooklyn, baby.
Okay.
BK. So many of the greats. Jackie Robinson,
That's why I didn't know it still existed. The last I heard about Brooklyn was 58.
Well,
I thought it no longer existed.
No, it's going to be great. Saturday, December 15th, Studio B, 9 o'clock. Everyone should be there. Not just .net. Everyone.
Yeah.
Who's listening to the show.
Everybody's invited.
Everyone.
You know what? I would like a lot of people to show up to, just for Mikey Boy, who's been, let's face it, the best.
He's a saint.
He is a saint. And the beauty of it is, I don't even think he likes us that much. And yet he goes out of his way to help.
He's very quick in and out. He'll come in, he'll say hi, and then he'll leave very quickly. You wonder, yeah.
Yeah, come and stay with us, Mikey
Yeah.
Boy. I've never been in a long discussion with him.
Oh, no?
No.
There's a lot of Nintendo talk.
Is there?
Yeah.
He likes
That's fine
these
with me.
video games?
Yeah. We both have the Wii and the DS, so we discuss Nintendo, and then I'll ask him about his remote control appearance.
Again, every time? All right, so we're going to Brooklyn. Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
That's right.
Is that deep into Brooklyn?
No, it's not. You go right over the Williamsburg Bridge, or even if you're going over the Brooklyn Bridge, it'll take you a 15-minute drive or so.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Is it like going to Coney Island?
Seems like it.
That's far.
I'm securing your limousine as we speak.
It's going to wait till. I don't like when the limousine drives away. I like to be able to look out the window and see it sitting there. Just to know, all right, I can leave anytime I want.
Oh boy,
he'll be on the clock.
Personal freedom.
I know, but you're making this expensive night for me.
It shouldn't be. You have a radio show to fucking barter with.
I know. I'm trying.
Did you see me going pocket for your wedding?
No, I'm trying. I'm talking to the guy.
What guy?
You don't want me to give the name out in case he doesn't come through.
I got a feeling you're not going to be able to pull this off.
I will.
7th, Earl. Who is it?
Maybe it's getting a little bit more clarity. Baby girl.
Wow, that low, huh?
I don't. I put her that low because I just think she will not. I mean, as far as like me having any chance with her, it would.
And you know you can fuck the other 6. You know you're going to get Solera,
but she's
Casey, and HTG.
She's so stunning, and
the other ones aren't.
They're not. I'm not. It's not. It's. I don't want it to come across that way. It's just. She's just so. For me, it's so unattainable.
But the other 6 are. You know you could get that.
So you're calling my wife a whore bag.
And very attainable.
Not attainable, but I guess relatable? I don't know.
Yeah, you can really relate to a Jew broad from Westchester.
Wow. That's the way you describe your chick?
Oh, I meant that lovingly, of course.
Yeah. All right, Earl. Well, you got to get laid by one of those 7. Can't be anybody else.
Right. You
get one of those 7.
Not one of those 7.
That was the deal.
No, wait,
I'm not going to fucking sit here and let you go off counter for it.
Why can't I go off the ranch a little bit? I think it's fair. I think just to keep my options limited to like 1 and 7. I think that's not particularly.
No, 1 and 8 when you include Fez.
1 and 8.
The Elite 8.
Is he getting those pictures off to ronfez.net?
Yes.
We're getting those to Mikey Boy. We'll take a break here. We'll be back in a little bit.